Guys want to search. This is not North Korea. We're not in any of those. We're not in Cuba.
Welcome to the John Ligato Show. I'm John Ligato.
It's showtime, folks. It's showtime. Here's Johnny.
One of our most annoying auditors, Mr. Anselmo, is on the island of Guam, which is a U.S. territory. His mission? To spread the Auditor Bible to the natives. Now, I'm being mostly facetious.
So here I am, auditing the Guam Police Department. This is a United States territory, so these people have to protect the United States Constitution. The Guam Police Department take an oath to protect the First Amendment, the entire Constitution. So we're here in Guam, and I'm scared as shit.
I'm pretty sure we can all assume that Anselmo has nothing and knows nothing about Guam. So let's give him some of the basics.
Guam's political status as an organized, unincorporated territory of the United States makes Guam a U.S. colony.
Since auditors are trained monkeys minus their organ grinders, Anselmo defaults to step one, filming police cars.
They have very nice police departments. Police department vehicles, I'm sure they have a very good budget.
Anselmo sounds nervous to me. His voice lacks his usual false bravado.
Yes, sir.
How's it going? Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Is there a reason why you're recording?
Well, the name and badge number demand was met with a challenge to Anselmo recording.
Is there a reason why you're recording?
Yes.
If you can see the sign right here, you're not supposed to be recording this precinct.
Why is that? Let me see. We have thousands watching. I'm doing this for news purposes.
Another nervous remark. We got thousands watching this, and this is for news service. Anselmo's throwing out all the BS rhetoric to have police roll over.
We have thousands watching. I'm doing this for news purposes.
No problem.
This is a public place. You guys are supposed to protect the Constitution, correct? So what about the First Amendment, freedom of the press?
Guam officers have a very effective way of dealing with a-holes. They're not answering Anselmo. They rarely answer his question, but rather deflect with their own question.
You guys are supposed to protect the Constitution, correct? So what about the First Amendment, freedom of the press?
So how can we help you?
Can you help me with information about the training that officers get in regards to the Constitution when you take an oath?
You can speak to our PIO. We can give you her number. You can speak to her about that.
Is there a supervisor that I can speak with?
Okay.
Because this is a public place. I'm not trying to give you a hard time, sir, but this is a public place. And, sir, I come from very far to see if the Guam police indeed respect the United States Constitution.
Anselmo's making some major assumptions now. So, spoiler alert. I'm going to spoil this for you, and I'm going to solve the puzzle now so you can be in on Anselmo's continued embarrassing audit.
I come from very far to see if the Guam police indeed respect the United States Constitution.
In 1950, Congress enacted Guam's Organic Act, making Guam an organized territory. The U.S. Constitution does not fully apply to American possessions until they are incorporated into the Union. In other words, the full extension of the Constitution only applies to either U.S. states or incorporated territories, and not to this newly formulated unincorporated territorial status.
Although Guam does adhere to many of the U.S. laws, the legislature of Guam codifies separate Guam laws.
I didn't read it, but if you guys have a policy,
Yes, there's a
that's
policy, like how you're in the precinct prior to you coming into the precinct. We do have to search your bag.
what about the Fourth Amendment? I'm not committed. I mean,
Okay, but we did. It's posted here, sir.
sir,
Prior
but
to-
I understand. But I'm speaking in regards. I mean, I don't have anything illegal on me. I mean,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
by search.
I do, sir, because we have.
Okay, I'll have you wait outside that for us.
Can we speak outside?
Sure.
All right.
Anselmo's problem is that the sign outside on the door does allow police officers to search people entering the police department. It is a policy. And if we were to apply U.S. laws, the Supreme Court allows separate governments, even a U.S. territory, to make policies which restrict access to their buildings.
It's even listed here on the code.
What law is that?
Right here.
So that's an unconstitutional. Okay, where does it say I can't film? Controlled substance, fire, munition, blah, blah, blah.
Would you like to speak to
It
Supervisor?
doesn't say anything about video recording, sir. I'm here to see how much the Guam Police actually respects the Constitution. I'm specifically here for that. So if you guys are searching everybody that goes in the building, that's against our rights. We have the Fourth Amendment. Unless somebody's being suspected of committing a crime, the law says that you need to have reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime is being committed, has been committed, or is about to be committed. And you guys want to search everybody?
I know someone who can better explain to you.
Please, because I want to give a good name to the Guam Police. You know, I don't.
Thank you, sir.
I don't want.
Is it okay if I just get your first and last name? Or at least just your name?
Well, I
Just
will.
your name.
I will to your superior, sir. But just call me good citizen for now.
Okay, Mr. Good Citizen, thank you.
Thank you.
can
Atan,
have-
right?
Yes, Officer Atan. You can just have a seat over here.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, no rights in Guam. It says it right here. But it says controlled substances, firearms. You know what I'm saying?
Auditors always stop reading when it comes to the section that prohibits what they want to do, like number 3 in these rules. And it also appears that these rules are codified pursuant to number 9, Guam Codified Act at 5860. Let's read number 3, which Anselmo said doesn't exist. So pursuant to Guam's codified law, the items that are prohibited on these premises are any telecommunication or digital equipment prohibited by statute, rule, or policy that provides communication either in written or verbal messages or through the transmission of electronic data via the internet. They are talking about filming with a phone or other camera device that also picks up sound.
Doesn't say anything about cameras.
So cameras are not communication devices, right, Anselmo? So a supervisor does arrive, and this woman, this police officer, should receive a Leo Award for totally owning an auditor.
Hi, Sergeant.
I'm Sergeant Member. What can I do for you?
Sergeant Meiberg. I came from very far from the mainland. I am a news journalist, and I have thousands of people are watching right now. I'm not trying to be rude in any way,
Okay.
but this is a police department, and this is the United States.
This is the police station. Yes, it is.
Correct. So any police department in the mainland is welcome. People are welcome to go in there without having to waive their Fourth Amendment.
Well, we have law here.
But you can't, that's not,
Okay.
it doesn't say anything about the camera, and it doesn't say anything about me waiving my Fourth Amendment right to my privacy, ma'am. We can conduct business with you guys, and you don't have to know who we are.
You're here to ask questions, and the only thing I'm going to advise you to do is our headquarters is in Teason. Okay, you can GPS it.
I understand.
What you do is we have a public information officer. That is the person you speak to.
I'd like to I understand, and I appreciate that. I'd like to conduct business here, though, and without waiving my rights. So you
What business are you trying to conduct?
I'm trying to do a public public records request.
Proof positive they have no idea what they want to do, and that all auditing is a sham. Listen again when Anselmo is asked a basic question is, what is it that you would like to do, Mr. Auditor?
What business are you trying to conduct?
I'm trying to do a public public records request form. I'm trying to collect one if you have one available, and I would like to. I came from very far from the mainland.
That's about the fifth time Anselmo says, I come from a land far, far away, and it's demeaning to these people. Anselmo sounds like some discoverer of a primitive island with natives that have no language or have no rules, and he's there to colonize them, teach them religion and how to read and write.
I came from very far from the mainland. I'm trying to do a public public records request form. I'm trying to collect one if you have one available, and I would like to Yes, I would like to officially request information on the training that you guys are receiving on the United States Constitution, because the people of Guam have rights, ma'am. You can't just say, I need to search your bag, I need your ID. You can't film. He said that it says right there that you can't film. It does not. Where?
Okay.
It does not.
You want information as far as how our training is conducted and whatnot. I already had given you that information.
I know, but you swore to protect the Constitution. That's what I'm saying. So you, as a person, ma'am, as a police officer, you swear when you become a police officer.
You really sound like you're distraught here or bothered. But if you want,
I am, because I am.
If you want information, like I already explained to you, our headquarters is in Tizen. You speak to our public information officer. He will provide all the information you are requesting.
So so just to get this straight, you guys are searching everybody that comes in here, and you want to know everybody's ID, and you can't film, correct?
Yeah.
Anselmo tried to trick a confession out of the officer, but she has such a knowing smirk on her face that Anselmo is just a weak, lost link.
So so just to get this straight, you guys are searching everybody that comes in here, and you want to know everybody's ID, and you can't film, correct?
Yeah.
You're officially saying that openly on camera.
Sir?
Is this the same rule for every village?
Every precinct.
Every village?
Every precinct. We only have 4 precincts on the island.
Anselmo can't just give it up, but he has to get his little last digs in, the threats, I don't know, the name calling, which has no effect on this sergeant.
The people, questions,
because this is tyrannical behavior, ma'am.
Yeah. We have a public information officer. We have our own policies and procedures that we do not talk to news officials.
Correct, but this is a thing, ma'am, that we're speaking about daily citizens walking in here and exercising their rights. And you guys are getting everybody to waive them. For what reason do you want to search people?
Weapons.
I continue, but it's a slaughter. Why do you want to search people that come in? Weapons.
And I'm sure you've done a lot of great things for the city of Guam and of the island of Guam. I'm sorry. And ma'am, the main important thing here is to protect the citizens of Guam.
And we do.
But what about the first and the second and the third? Ma'am, do you know what the Third Amendment is?
Sir?
I will be leaving right now, but do you know what the Third Amendment is?
I am not to answer any of your questions, okay?
But you guys are public servants.
If you want questions answered about how this department runs, about how we protect the public, about our own training, I already direct you where to go.
In conclusion, before auditors visit foreign lands, albeit a U.S. territory, and act like an ugly American, leave your auditor playbook back in your mommy's basement, please. The John Ligato Show is being broadcast from outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune. If you like my show, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. Semper Fidelis.